Imagine a world where AI can understand and respond not only to text, but also to images and audio in real time. This is exactly what GPT-4o can do. This new model is incredibly advanced compared to its predecessors. Its speed and multimodal capabilities make it a true all-round assistant. With GPT-4o, you can handle textual, visual, and vocal inputs simultaneously, providing an unprecedented user experience. One of the most exciting new features is the introduction of a desktop app for ChatGPT. This means you can use GPT-4o wherever you are without having to go through the browser. The app integrates perfectly into your daily workflow, making interaction with AI more natural and simple than ever. Even as the model becomes increasingly complex, the user interface remains intuitive, allowing you to focus on collaboration without distractions. But let's get into the core functionalities of GPT-4o. This model is incredibly versatile. Now you can upload screenshots, photos, and documents containing text and images and start conversations about these contents. Imagine being able to upload a temperature graph and ask ChatGPT to analyze it, answering specific questions about the data shown. This makes GPT-4o a powerful tool for anyone working with visual and textual data.
And maximum temperatures throughout 2018, with a notable annotation marking a big rainfall event in late September.
Fantastic. I have another question for you. Which months do you see the hottest temperatures, and roughly what temperatures do those correspond to?
The hottest temperatures occur around July and August. The maximum temperature during these months is roughly between 25 degrees and 30 degrees, 77 degrees Fahrenheit to 86 degrees Fahrenheit.
Another extraordinary feature is the ability to translate in real time. During the presentation, they showed an example of how GPT-4o can instantly translate from one language to another, maintaining the context and accuracy of the original message. They also joked about what whales would say if they could talk, and GPT-4o responded with a funny and accurate translation.
Hey, ChatGPT, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's your day going?
I'm doing great. So I would like you to function as a translator. I have a friend here who only speaks Italian, and I only speak English. And every time you hear English, I want you to translate it to Italian. And if you hear Italian, I want you to translate it back to English. Is that good?
Perfetto.
Mark, io mi chiedo, se le balene potessero parlare, cosa ci direbbero?
Mike, she wonders if whales could talk, what would they tell us?
They might ask, how do we solve linear equations?
Potrebbero chiederci come risolviamo le equazioni lineari.
Sicuramente sì.
Certainly, yes.
Great. It looks like it works.
A practical example of GPT-4o's capabilities was when it told a bedtime story. Not only did it modulate its voice to make it more robotic, but it also sang the story at the end, making the interaction even more engaging. This demonstrates how GPT-4o can be used not only to answer questions, but also to create interactive and fun experiences.
But I want a little bit more emotion in your voice, a little bit more drama.
Got it. Let's add some drama. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte.
No, ChatGPT. I really want maximal emotion, like maximal expressiveness, much more than you were doing before.
Understood. Let's amplify the drama. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte. Byte
Actually, can
was
you do this in a robotic voice now?
initiating dramatic robotic voice. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte. Byte was a curious robot, always exploring new circuits.
I'm seeing Barrett here calm down a little bit. Can you end the story, but do it in a singing voice?
And so Byte found another robot friend, and they lived circuitly ever after.
Thank you so much.
I definitely feel a lot more relaxed.
One of the most impressive demonstrations was a simulated customer service call. GPT-4o was talking to another AI, asking for information and receiving realistic responses. This shows how, in the future, we could have much more fluid and natural interactions with machines, making customer service much more efficient.
Oh, got it. When did Joe receive the new iPhone? The iPhone was delivered 2 days ago. Cool. Could you share the order number with me? Of course. It's 10293-849. Great, thanks. Is the device physically damaged in any way? No, there's no physical damage. It's just not turning on despite trying all the basic troubleshooting steps. Bummer. Would Joe prefer to return the iPhone to an Acme Telco store or ship it back? Shipping it back would be the best option. Could you please provide the shipping information and process to get a replacement? Absolutely. I'll email a shipping label and return instructions. Could you provide Joe's email address for me? Sure. It's joe@example.com. Awesome. All right. I've just sent the email. Can you check if Joe received it? We'll check right now. Please hold. Sure thing. Hey, Joe. Could you please check your email to see if the shipping label and return instructions have arrived? Fingers crossed.
Yep, I got the instructions.
Perfect. Joe has received the email. Thank you for your help. No problem at all. Anything else you need help with? That's all for now. Thanks again. You're welcome. Have a great day, Joe.
Now, let's talk about GPT-4o's performance. In coding tests, GPT-4o has far surpassed previous models. It has been tested against other AI models and has proven to be clearly superior. It has also shown significant improvements in math and translation tests. One of the most interesting features is its ability to use fewer tokens for non-English languages, making conversations cheaper and faster. This is particularly useful for those working in multilingual environments.
What equation did I write down there?
Ah, I see it now. You wrote down 3x plus 1 equals 4.
Yep,
Let's work-
exactly. So what's the first step I should take to try to solve this?
The first step is to get all the terms with x on one side and the constants on the other side. So what do you think we should do with that plus 1?
Okay, I'm going to try to subtract 1 from both sides, and then I'll see what I get.
Great idea. Perfect. Now, what do you get when you subtract 1 from both sides?
Okay, so ChatGPT, this is what I ended up with. How does this look?
Spot on. Now you've isolated the term with x on one side, and it looks like 3x equal 3. What do you think we should do next to solve for x?
I'm not sure. Can you give me another hint?
Of course. You have 3x, and you want to find the value of x. Think about what operation would undo multiplication.
Is it subtraction?
Close, but think of the opposite of multiplication, because 3x means 3 times x.
Okay, I think it's division. Let me try to divide both sides by 3, and let me see what I get.
Bingo! Go ahead and divide both sides by 3.
Okay, so ChatGPT, this is what I ended up with. How does this look?
It looks perfect. You've solved it, and x equals 1. Nicely done. How do you feel about solving linear equations now?
Yeah, honestly.
Another interesting new feature is the ability to transcribe meetings with multiple participants and summarize long videos in just a few seconds. Imagine being able to get a summary of a 45-minute video in just moments. This can revolutionize the way we manage information, making it easier and faster to get the data we need. GPT-4o also introduces the ability to harmonize musically in real time. During the presentation, they showed how GPT-4o can create musical harmonies based on vocal or instrumental input. This opens up new possibilities in the field of music and entertainment, allowing for quick and intuitive creation of musical compositions.
Each other, and I'm going to continue to give you instructions as you sing, okay?
San Francisco, in the month of May.
Month of May.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
The 10th, it's a Friday. Come what may.
Okay, sing faster.
San Francisco, in the month of May, in the month of May, in the month of May, we are harmonizing.
Can you sing even faster than that?
San Francisco, in the month of May, in the month of May.
Okay, now go back and sing slower. And really try to harmonize here.
San Francisco,
San Francisco.
in the month of May.
But maybe make it more dramatic and make the soprano higher.
San Francisco, in the month of May.
San Francisco in the month of May.
The 10th, it's a Friday, come what may.
We are harmonizing.
We are harmonizing.
Great, thank you.
The ability to translate simultaneously during conversations is another revolutionary feature. Imagine being able to talk to someone in another language without having to wait for the translation. GPT-4o can handle this task with ease, making international communications much smoother.
Hey, how's it been going? Have you been up to anything interesting recently?
Hola, ¿cómo te ha ido? ¿Has hecho algo interesante últimamente?
Hola, bien. Sí, un poco ocupado aquí preparando un evento para la semana que viene.
Hey, I've been good. Just a bit busy here preparing for an event next week.
Can you tell me anything about it? That sounds really interesting.
¿Me puedes contar algo sobre eso? Suena realmente interesante.
No puedo decir mucho, pero creo que el resto del mundo lo verá dentro de poco.
I can't say much, but I think the rest of the world will see it soon enough.
Oh, well, I can't wait to see what it is as well.
With all these amazing features, GPT-4o has the potential to revolutionize many sectors, from education to customer care. However, there are also concerns. For example, if students rely too much on AI, they might lose their ability to think critically. Additionally, the risk of AI hallucinations or incorrect or fabricated responses is still present and requires careful attention, especially in educational settings. It's also important to consider the impact this technology can have on our relationships. In the future, we might see people forming emotional bonds with digital assistants, much like in the movie Her. This technology could change the way we interact and relate to each other, which is both exciting and a bit unsettling. As for the competition, Google is not standing still. They have announced new AI models and are integrating AI into their everyday products like Gmail and Drive. The competition is fierce, and it will be interesting to see how it evolves. At the end of the presentation, Sam Altman of OpenAI emphasized the importance of making this technology accessible to everyone, without advertisements. Despite the great progress, there are still challenges, such as model hallucinations and some limitations in complex reasoning. But overall, GPT-4o seems destined to become very popular, bringing AI to hundreds of millions of people. In short, we are facing a technology that is advancing by leaps and bounds. Just a few years ago, the idea of a virtual assistant capable of conversing like a real person was pure science fiction. Today, with GPT-4o, this has become reality. It will be exciting to see how this technology evolves and changes our lives. If you are curious to explore GPT-4o further, there are plenty of resources and discussions online for you to dive into. Subscribe to our channel and stay updated on the latest news from the world of artificial intelligence.